ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another fantastic weekend of Formula 1 racing here on the EGL Extreme Gaming League. I'm Tipsy Bob, and joining me on the mic is my trusty sidekick and my good friend, Dad Vance. Covering all the action today, we're going to be covering everywhere from Monaco, Singapore, Abu Dhabi, and Bahrain, all across the world, all across the country. We have a full grid lined up, some of the best talent around the world. We have plucked them from all corners of the earth to give you some of the greatest racing experience footage you'll ever see in your lifetime. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the EGL. There we go, once all the cars are all lining up on the grid. They're all getting ready. The drivers will be focusing on their first corner. Are they going to take it? What are they going to do? Is it going to go deep? Are they going to go? Who knows? Let's take it out. Away we go! DRS is still active, and if Timo wants to get this moved on, he's gonna need to use this DRS zone because I have a feeling. Oh no, Timo cracks under the pressure in the traction zone. I tried to mount up another overtake on 23 trademark. This is Ryan 3 quarter. Timo cracks under the pressure once again.
And Timo are oh, it's not pit. Oh no! Oh my god, this so sorry, control myself. So Timo
So what are we gonna put to so they can stand at the back together again? Just like Timo likes it.
How many times? Did you see how many times Timo tried to get into the pit?
And it's lights out, and away we go. We have a very slow start from Neon Razor P2 Flash Rover, passing him on the outside of the Red Bull. As JC's got a very, very good start, all clear around turn 1, and so far it looks good in turn 1. No major incidents. Oh, and we still got that Red Bull climbing over the Merc. Don't know what's happening there.
Once the collide guys to the Caribbean, I think Floyd's gonna get this move done. But Brimstonium, no, actually, not gonna get DRS. Floyd's gonna get that DRS.
Wow! You almost went for it. Just imagine if they should make contact, both of them. Ooh, he's going for it.
Yep. And yeah, pretty cleanly through.
Ooh!
Up ahead, sideways.
Wow!
Raiden, are they gonna glide into the pit lane? Oh my
No, what is Leon the Race doing? Going for the move inside, but Nutfish still on his outside, trying to make the move stick there, but yeah. Legion still fighting hard for his position. He knows every car passing him makes his chances even less. Ooh, as Fortunato completely loses it into the exit of the SS and spins around. That is the end of his tire life, I guess.
And those tires are
we
gonna
must
be...
watch out for the cars coming down the track as Mossigas pass him and... Oh no, there's another contact. What is happening? Oh, there's contact between the two of them. Oh, his Sonny comes back at him and they're on the outside.
Nowhere to go around there, or is there actually? Is he gonna still try and make it stick? And yeah, he's ahead still.
It's a very dangerous part of the track to try and do an overtake, but he does. It's a kind of a send there, but it's safely done. So they see crosses the line and wins the United States Grand Prix with 11.1 seconds. Sonny goes over the line second. Neil Ray's in P3. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, this is EGL Extreme Gaming League. It brings you all the live action in Formula 1 and Assetto Corsa around the globe, from SLR and to SRL. Tonight, once again, we are on a Wednesday evening with Tier 3 live for SLR, and today, joining me in the commentary box is the great one, Mr. Ocean Chief. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing very well, and it's a pleasure to join you on stream. I don't get this opportunity very often, so yeah, nice intro there, as always.
Yeah, we're trying our best, man. So yes, last week delivered our first ever Tier 3 champion for Season 4, which was, of course, Mr. Crimsonium. So big congratulations to him, but I'm sure Legion and Crimsonium will still put up a fight to the last track of the calendar. Put up a show for the guys out there. But, yeah, joining us today on track, the only reserve will be Mr. Max. So I think it's his debut race as a Tier 3 driver today. What can you tell us about him?
Yeah, Max, he is a Tier 4 driver. He's not super fast, I would say. Max, if you're listening, send me more money and I will give you more compliments. I'll beef you up a bit. But yeah, he's not going to blitz the field, but I reckon he's going to do pretty well on Tier 3. This is probably where he's going to move to eventually. So it's good chance for him to dip his toes into Tier 3, see how he measures up against these Tier 3 veterans.
Yeah, for sure, it will be really interesting. Also, JC with outstanding pace last week on USA. He just came from nowhere and just dominated that race with quite a big margin. I can't remember how big it was, but it was a big margin. So I'm definitely looking forward to him as well, showing some of that quick pace that he had last week around.
Yeah, so he's got 2 back-to-back wins. He won in Mexico and USA. So we're on to Brazil, but I think Brazil, we're going to see a bit of probably a bit of a different lineup at the front of the grid here, because a lot of guys really like this track, and Flaw is one of them, Flesh River another, and as I say that, Flesh River goes top with a 108.564, very fast time there. But yeah, there's still stuff to stuff to play for here. We've got P2 is up for grabs. Currently Legion's in P2, but right behind him is Gross James. He's 3.5 points behind him in the championship. Neon Rays as well is a contender for. He's currently in 4th position in the driver championship, but could easily jump up to P2. We know Crim's got that P1 sewn up, but yeah, plenty to play for. JC as well. He could, if he continues on his form, he could potentially finish runner-up this season?
Oh yeah, for sure. Everyone watching the stream, just let us know what if the sounds are good, audio levels, game sound, if you can hear both of us clearly. And of course, to those who haven't spotted anything weird about the track today, it's we got some info from the track guys that prepared the track especially today for us, as we're looking towards the end of F1 2019, second last race as a league race for SLR, as we saying goodbye to the game for another year that went past. As we're looking forward to the new game, of course, which will be released on, is it the 10th of July, if I'm not mistaken?
Yeah, around there, yeah, and you get the early release as well. But I asked in chat to see who, you know, what do the guys think? Because we've got a lot of guys from the higher tiers in here, Pretorius, Hammer, Darrow. Just ask what they think pool time will be. So we've got a wide range of predictions. Icewind says 108.343. Mr. Costa 108.793. So he's obviously wrong because currently it's 108.564. And JC looks like he's actually on an in-lap here. Just wondering if there's anybody else. Bowman actually P6 pulls into the pits there. He's doing pretty well. Sonny, I've been practicing a wee bit with Sonny. Expect him to do pretty well. I think he was P2 in the last race. Had a stellar outing that time.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, I see a lot of comments coming through on chat about EGL boards to SRL boards. Let us know, what do you guys think about the makeover of the track? We are working on some different things, trying to make it great and as fun as possible to watch. Obviously the drivers, they don't see this, but they will see it when they're going to watch the stream back after their race. They will be probably surprised with what they were driving in between the whole time without even knowing it. So if you can look, I think it's about where Floor comes around now in this corner at the background, you'll see it's on the left hand side. You cannot probably see it now, but there's a poster up for our champion. There you can see it, the gammon board. But there's a poster up for Crimsonium, our tier 3 champion. So yeah, he got his spot on the side wall of this track as our very first ever tier 3 champion. Thank you. Mr. Tipsy Bob says it is class, so we're definitely looking at doing this in the future as well. We'll see where the new game leads us and if will be possible to do this. But yeah, having to get everybody to do this is another thing, but we'll get there. Just trying to give you guys something to talk about and look at, other than just racing, of course.
Yeah, I like it a lot. I mean, it kind of sets tier 3 out a wee bit. We're trying different things in the different tiers, and they're all getting their own identity. We've got tier 2 is the Thunderdome.
Yeah.
Tier 3 is it's really raised the bar in terms of broadcasting. So it's the one that's taking the lead. Hopefully the other tiers will follow. I'm a big fan of the replay feature, so hopefully we get to see some of that in this race.
Yeah, that we must thank Mr. Van Beets that implemented that first time up in SLR for tier 3 as he moved down to tier 3 race now. So I took over from him and continued his great work that he's implemented for tier 3 and trying to take it even further, you know. So yeah. Anyway, we have Flo on a pole position lap of 108.5. That is really close to what Pretorius said. Oh, he actually said that exact time. I guess he typed it as you've seen it. But yeah, that is that is quite a fast time, man. That is way faster than my personal best. So I'm getting scared, man, to see what type of pace these guys running.
Yeah, and I heard in chat as well earlier, they're saying it's going to be a dry race, but potentially wet at the end of quali. And I'm just seeing no threats. Ferrari at the side of the track there. He's retired for some reason at the end of the second straight. So I wonder why he's giving up the ghost there.
That's very, very weird. Hello, Miss Kitsune. Welcome on chat, ma'am. I hope you enjoy the evening and a great spectacular new view of Brazil. We'll see if you can figure out what is different today. We'll leave it up to you. But yeah, as JC is now going, is he on a lap? He is. Let's follow him around the track, Chief. All yours. Oh, it seems like he's bailed out, has he? Yeah.
Yeah, he put me on the spot there, but he is.
Oh, man.
He's not on a lap. I wonder if he's invalidated and he's just backed out of that one there.
Yeah, as we come down to those beautiful sponsor boards on the left-hand side.
Yeah. On my screen, I don't see those, so it's a bit confusing for me to see the standard ones.
Oh,
but I
of
can see on the
course, yeah,
screen.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can only see what I see, unfortunately. So, but it's good to watch the stream back at
Oh.
least.
Yeah, and we've got Legion on a lap here, so we want to follow him. He's
So-
about to head into Sector 2. We'll get a... Well, actually, he's in Sector 2 already here, so let's see how he does run this double right-hander. You want to just get a really shallow line through there as Krim gets out of the way nicely for him. Legion not getting the most ideal line through there. Might have been put off a little bit by Crimsonium, but this infill section really twisty, really easy to lose it on traction. But you want to get the power down as early as possible, especially here, and get a kind of wide angle into that corner, the penultimate corner, and then into the final corner. This one's crucial. Gets a wheel on the curb. We'll get away with that a little bit. That costs him a little bit of time as he heads onto the start-finish straight. Crosses DRS line, activated now, and it's tucked into the pit wall here to get the closest run to the line. He goes fastest with 108.532. There's nothing in it between the top three.
Yeah, this is amazing, man, and I wonder if we're gonna see another lap from JC. I'm really curious to see what he can do if he gets it right. But Crimsonium also, so we have a top 5 with only 3 tenths between them. Actually top, wow. No, we can basically say top 10 with almost 5 tenths between them. That is really, really tight. I think we're up for some close racing today again.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Brazil always throws up some really close racing. I'm on board with Neon Rays here. He hasn't set a time yet. We know he is fast, but right now he didn't have the best run through turn 1 and 2. Will cost him a lot of time. He's in overtake and down to through sector 2 here. They've got a yellow flag sector 1, 2, but let's see what is the cause of that right now. And the track it's still dry, but it looks like it could rain at any moment. So Neon Ray's time is running out for him to get this lap on the board.
Yeah, who else needs to say? It's only Neon Rays. I wonder what's wrong there. Is he waiting for something? Is Ward up? Is he on a lap? Doesn't look like. No, he's running down shore. Who else?
Neon Rays. Neon Rays is about to come across the line here. He's on the start-finish rate, just past the DRS activation point. And let's see, he's got a valid lap time here, but is it going to be good enough to go top 10? It does indeed. P4.
Wow.
He's up there. Yeah, he's very close to the top 3 there with that time. So that's a nice little time from him. And I think Van Beets as well. Is he about to cross the line? Yeah, he's on the final corner as well. He's got a 112 on there. He gets the final corner wrong. Takes a lot of curve. Going to cost him some time. Will he be able to improve? Can't see any delta on his wheel at the minute. So let's see what he does here as he crosses the line. No. Oh, he does improve, but he doesn't improve his positioning. He's P12 or 111.8. Just behind Shaka there, 110 flat.
Yeah, very, very close. Flesh Rubber is on the outlap again, so is JC. I wonder, what do you guys think on chat? Let us know, who do you think can win this race or will win this race? Give us your thoughts.
I got a couple of guys out here, some of the top guys on the grid here. On a lap, we got Crimsonium. JC's on an out lap, but Flesh River's on a lap as well, as Legion is in the pits there, so he's abandoned his hot lap. So it's down to Flesh River and JC, I think, and Flesh River is up slightly on his time as he heads into sector 2, and again it's down to this double right-hander. This is so tricky to get right, but you can gain a lot or lose a lot of time here depending on how you take it. You want to try and carry as much speed through as possible, but of course losing the back end is always a worry. And he's looking pretty tardy so far. I know Flesh has been practicing pretty hard, and he actually fancies his chance of winning today. He was hopeful of a win last race, but didn't come together. He had an issue with the pit wall in the USA. But let's see. He gets a lot of curb on the exit there. It might cost him some time. Sometimes the back end, if you touch the dirt, it'll just spit you out. And he's about to cross the line. He's got a 108.528.
Wow.
and that's enough for P1. What a lap from Flesh River. He's put himself on pole, but JC's on a lap. He's in overtake mode as he's heading to the start-finish straight. And he backs out. Yeah, he's backing out of this one, so he's decided not to set this time. Obviously, it wasn't going to be good enough for pole.
Yeah, so
Bowman as well.
seems like it's pretty much our qualifying then. Bowman
That's it,
Wells. Yeah. Alright,
Good
so
job, Flesh River.
yeah, oh man, that is I think the surprise of the day. Flesh River with a pole position. I think it's his first, Chief. Am I right? Am I wrong?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
So congratulations to Mr. Flesh River for his debut pole position, Tier 3. Right, so we have, as Miss Kitsune says, we are now flawless. That moment when Flaw retired. Isaac says Flesh River for the win. Gamer says Flaw will win the race. His pace is great. Dara says JC. Warrior says, oh, Warrior doesn't say anything. Who else? Yeah, so it's pretty much to what I see on the chat. It's between Flesh River, Flaw, JC. Don't forget Crimsonium, guys. Come on, and Legion. Legion is back right up there where he belongs. Is P2. I'll not leave Legion out of it. Look at that close gap between pole position and P2, even P3.
Yeah, even the top 6, like as I said there in chat, is within 1.5 tenths. That is the slimmest of margins.
Yeah, like I says, 1.5 tenths between the top 6. That is extremely close. Can go either way, anybody's way. I guess it just depends on who's going to be the most consistent, keeps the noses clean, and not making mistakes. That guy will win for sure.
DRS is going to be key once that activates in lap 3. We're going to have I imagine there's going to be a big DRS train, and it's who can keep their bottle and just keep their focus throughout all laps of this race. I can't remember how many laps Brazil is, but it's a pretty short track. But it
Chief,
is a long
just
race.
check for us Discord. Apparently there's an issue. I cannot minimize the game. It sounds like everybody's lost connection. Can you just check it, confirm for us? Some of the guys are connecting though.
You can hear me okay, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you. Perfect.
May have to restart the lobby, okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of cars ghosted on the grid. I think we're gonna have to restart lobby. Unfortunately.
Yeah, I think Legion, he's definitely out. He's ghosted at the minute. Don't see anyone else ghosted, so...
Maybe you can try and get... I think it was just Legion. If can someone just send Legion an invite back into the lobby before the race starts, please? We can unfortunately not restart a race for only one driver.
Yeah, I've got him on my friends list. I'll send him an invite now. Right to the lobby.
See if we can get him back before the race starts. Yeah, Mr. Topsy Bob says if it's only one car, we normally carry on, unfortunately. So, yeah. But Legion will get back into the lobby, I'm sure. Still ghosted there.
Yeah, I don't know if he's in the lobby right now, but I know you can't take over control of the car in a formation lap, so it's after the lights go out. So he will be at a slight disadvantage if that's the case. But Flesh River will be P1 for this, even though it's showing Legion in the lead right now.
I think that's the better way, man. Let the AI do the starting for you, especially in that turn 1. Yeah, as that AI is running away from the rest of the pack. It's gonna stand for 1 hour on the grid with cold tires, thanks to the AI.
Yeah, we call this the Codemasters effect. It's often in every race where Codemasters just likes to throw in a wee bit of a curveball. And I see actually someone else in the background there was ghosted, but I think we'll be okay.
And the other Ferrari seems like also ghosted, but it's difficult to say now because they are all AI. There's a couple of cars being ghosted. Let's see what happens.
Tipsy's looking some compliments for his intro video. If you scroll back, you will see a lot of compliments, Tipsy. But yeah, good work on that.
Absolutely
we're
stunning job.
watching that every time.
Alright, here we go. Let's get a proper view. I'll try and give you the best view, ladies and gentlemen. We have the lights on screen. Chief, do you want to take it away?
Yes, and we got 5 lights, and away we go. Legion is in the car. He's no longer ghosted, and it looks like Flesh River got a decent start. Is Legion going to go down the inside? He does indeed. And yeah, Flesh River tried to squeeze him there, but wasn't able to do so. And Flesh is now under attack from Flaw. Flaw is up to P2, but they're side by side, making their way down to the straight. And Legion is coming under attack here as well. So who's going to come out of this ahead? It looks like Flesh River's trying to go around the outside, but no, Legion has got this. Are these guys going to come together? I don't see anything happening further down the track. A lot of position changes though. Are you picking up on anything, Wimps?
No, I've not picked up anything, but brilliant start by all of the guys. Great racing in the front by the top 3-4 guys, all clear. Yeah.
Oh, Fortune Hunter's in a big accident. He's round, and it's the Haas boys. Both Haas boys are out. Well, they were spun out anyway.
Oh, my word.
And Bruce Jeans is out. I don't know if you caught that.
No, unfortunately not. I was looking at the front guys. When I got to him, he was already back on track. Unfortunate.
Oh, it was violent.
That's unfortunate for everybody, as all the cars comes around the last corner looking to complete the first lap around Brazil. Clean except for the one incident at the back, as unfortunately as the one has. I'm probably thinking he would go to pit. You say the 2 Has guys made contact with each other? Okay, I think we've lost Steve. As we are continuing this race down the second straight. No, why? There we go, sorry about that. Interval's on. I was thinking, why is the time not showing? There we go. So we have Flo in P3 wrists hanging all over the back of Flesh River. Anybody else close to each other? That doesn't look like it, but yeah, pretty good start so far. I think by the sound of it, Chief said that the 2 Has guys made contact. Is that correct, Chief?
Yes, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, now I can hear you. You're back. Welcome back, sir.
Yeah, so the Haas boys, I didn't see what caused the accident, but it was a violent impact. The Fortune Hunter, he's got front wing damage. He has decided not to pit, stayed out there, but Bruce Jeans unfortunately has DNF from that accident.
Yeah, Fortune Hunter actually, did he pit? Did he not pit? I'm not sure. See if he's got
Fortune Hunter did not pit. No, he's on the medium tires.
He's got some wing damage. It looks like his left front end plate missing, so he's gonna stay out and try and. Oh, now he's pitting. I think he was just trying to stretch it so he can do one pit stop and get to the end, I guess.
Yeah, or maybe he was hoping for 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit. Fortune Hunter. That's not good for him. He'll be hoping for a safety car anyway. He'll be able to serve that under a safety car, but yeah, he's decided to put the hard tires on, so he's going to go to the end on this tire set, I would imagine.
Yeah, but look at Legion, already 1 second ahead of the rest before even the DRS gets enabled. That is so important for him to get out of that range before DRS gets enabled, because now it's going to be Flesh River that's under fire from Flaw, that's also showing some good pace with neon rays all over the back of him as well. And as we're looking at Consolium looking to go around the outside of the Toro Rosso of JC, gonna make it stick. Brilliantly done. He's made the move completed. Oh, and as the Ferrari in the background, slightly distraction out of the exit. But
I think JC's going to get him back here on the yeah, he's got DRS activated here, so yeah, he's going to have it done by the first corner. I'd imagine he would get past him. Yeah, it looks like he's got it done. Yep, and he's taken that position from Krim. P5 for JC for now.
Yeah, some good racing between the 2. Both of these guys have got some serious pace, which they've shown last week and the week before. We know Crimsonium is a fast boy, but JC, as Crimsonium looks to make another move towards the inside of JC, and yeah, some slight contact between the 2.
Squeeze it down the inside. Nice move from Krim there. Championship driver material right there, as JC had a look on the inside, but yeah, it's not really an overtaking opportunity in the infield here. You want to just tuck up behind the driver ahead and harvest that ERS ready for the start-finish straight again.
Yeah, who else is very close to each other? It's only the 2 of these guys. Who else?
Sunny as well on Ward Up is quite close. I know Ward Up is he's not too bad on this track actually, but Sunny is pretty he's very analytical. He likes to really get in deep when he's practicing for different tracks, and just learn every nuance, every little bit of track, so he can maximise his pace, and it looks like he's going to get this move done. Yes, he's got DRS, and we'll see this plenty of times throughout the race. I think it's Word Up as well. Yeah, Word Up has DRS as well, so it's not going to be so easy for Sonny as he sends it down the inside. Bit of contact there. He's going to be on the outside for turn 2, and he has to tuck up behind Word Up here as they head down to the second DRS zone, and both drivers will again crucially have DRS. So Sonny just having to stay behind Word Up for now.
Yeah, also JQR behind Sunny, also looking to go through as Sunny makes the move finally in the inside of Ward Up. Will he make it stick? It's going around the outside, very dangerous corner. If Sunny or Ward Up makes a slight mistake, he takes out Sunny with him. So nicely done by Sunny going around the outside of Ward Up through that fast right-hander. Now he's under fire from JQR just behind him. So yeah,
with a move up front as well, Wimpy, it's Flesher's got passed by Flaw. The Flaw does have a good deal of pace here. Neon Rays as well is hanging in there in this DRS train, but look at that gap from P1 to P2. It's now 2 seconds.
Yeah.
That is crucial. That is crucial. He's broken that DRS train and is able to just get the hammer down.
Yeah, as Legion knows that the championship is gone, cannot win it anymore, but he's still showing he's got the pace to become a champion in the future, and he will probably be one as well. So yeah, he's putting the hammer down and making some statements. As no threats behind JC.
Yeah, it's good racing so far. Very, very impressed so far with the standard of driving in Tier 3. Usually you see a lot of incidents, you know, especially in the early laps, but so far so good.
Yeah.
Safety car.
Especially on this narrow track, man, there's not a lot of space to move around. It's either you get it right or wrong, you know. And so far so good.
And Flesher as well, I mean, he's not out of this. If he can hang in the DRS range of Flaw, he can use Flaw to kind of bring him closer to Legion, because you can see Flaw's chipping away at this gap from P2 to P1. 1.6 at the minute, so that's down from 2 seconds.
Yeah, as we're looking at JQR, pretty close to the back of Ward Up. It all depends if Ward Up's going to get the DRS from the guys in front of him. If he doesn't, he's in trouble for sure. As JQR is closing, but I think he's too far back at the moment. He needs to try and be much closer to him by the exit of that last corner. So we have some action up at our road as well, with Sunny now looking to pass on Bowman. Most likely going to have to look for a move down towards the turn. What is it? Turn 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, one of those ones, yeah.
And he decides to lay off, playing it safe.
Yeah, Sonny is he's a solid driver. He's intelligent, and he knows when to send in.
Sorry, Chief. As JQ is all over the back of Ward Up, and also goes around the outside of Ward Up. And Ward Up goes back towards the inside again, doing the switch back.
Yeah, I think there's a bit of lag involved there. I think.
Yeah, they are running very, very close to each other, and for some reason the Force India or the Racing Point is ghosted, or was ghosted. But good racing between the two of them. They respecting each other's space on track, and yeah, hard racing, some contact, but nothing serious.
Just a Ward Up smash that 50-meter board. So there goes another braking board. Thankfully this is not a no assist here. There'd be a lot of people raging right now.
Oh yeah. That seems
Look up
like
from P2 to P1. That gap is almost under a second. We've got 1.1 second now. Flash River just hanging on to P2.
Flaw is showing some really good pace here, man. He's actually, yeah, like you said, he's brought that gap down from 2 seconds to 1 second, which shows you that he's actually going for the win here, man.
Oh, look at it. It's now 0.7. So
wow, what is happening? This guy is absolutely flying today. We are up for some spectacular racing for the lead.
Yeah, we're only on lap 8, so look at the names here at the top. Legion, Flaw, Flesh River, Neon Rays, Crim, JC, No Frets. I mean, what's going to happen here? I don't know. Who's going to come out of the top? This is, yeah, the gloves are off, the sleeves are rolled up, and we've got a race on our hands.
Yeah, one thing is for sure, man. I can assure you, Tier 3 is blooming with talent. for higher tiers as well. So the guys with the higher tiers better be careful and watch out. These guys are, how can I say, looming in their mirrors for a seat in higher tiers. They surely are here to race.
One thing we haven't. Oh, Krim on JC. Krim gets past JC. Oh, JC was off track there when I joined him, so bit of a squeeze there, it looks like. But one thing we haven't talked about, Wimpy, is track penalties. Yeah, I've had a look through the top 6. Now, Neon Rays is 1 warning, and the rest of the top 6 have 2 warnings. So we're going to see those penalties start to come in soon, I would say, because we're only on lap 9.
Yeah, so let's hope that the penalties will not spoil a great race and outcome. From what we've seen so far, as JC is really close to the back of Crimsonium. It's so important to get a good exit from this last corner because you lose a lot of speed down the straight if you don't get it right. But it seems like JC is going to get it. He's got massive slipstream with the DRS and he goes outside and he makes contact. He almost loses it. I wonder if he's picked up damage with that, Chief.
No,
What
I don't
happened
see
there?
any, but don't see any. But there's Sonny as well at the back. Oh, someone's reset on track. Who is that?
That's an Alpha? Was it Gary? I saw him cutting a chicane.
I think it was Max actually. No, I don't know who that was, but I saw someone reset right on the track. It was quite dangerous. I think it was actually Bowman, maybe.
Yeah, look at the gap in front. It's Flaw and Legion only 0.3 or 2.5 tenths. Flaw is on fire. He is putting the pedal to the middle and going for this win. Yeah, this is one guy that I don't think anybody would expect it to go all the way, but we'll see. It's still early, and he's definitely shown some pace in the past previous races, so he's surely capable of taking this win today.
Yeah, he's in overtake mode. He's got DRS now. He's maybe too far back here, but look, P3 as well. Oh, is he too far back? Oh, he might think about saying that. No, he's not. He's tucked up behind him nicely. And these guys are running fairly even, very low on ERS at the minute, so that's going to be another factor to contend with. Flesh River is falling off the back of these guys though, and is now in the clutches of Neon
As Flesh River
Rays.
goes for the move on the inside of Legion. He's going for the lead. He's still in the inside, Legion on the outside. He's actually making it stick, and he's done it. He's done it. He's taken the lead of the Brazilian Grand Prix. Well done, Flaw. What a move.
Nicely done from Flaw, yeah.
What a move. That is... I think he actually kind of caught the Legion out with that one. Not expecting him to make a move there. But wow, he is in racing form at the moment. He is full on racing mode, I would rather say. And yeah, I hope he can take it all the way. He really deserves it so far.
No threats as well. P7 running pretty high at the minute. Fusions, haven't mentioned him. He's having a quiet race, P8. And Sonny's got himself up to P9 with Ward up P10. So yeah, a lot of points on the table today. So these guys could potentially do very well depending on what happens the rest of this race. There's Legion right on the back of Flaw, but he's too far back to make it count. Neon Rays. Oh, and there is a move here from Krim and JC as they go through turn 1, turn 2, side by side. Krim comes out in the lead, but JC, I think JC's going to have DRS. He does indeed, and he's going to get past him here. It's quite early on in the straight, so he will have it moved on. And there's a move up front as well. Neon Rays. I can hardly keep up with the action here, Wimps. You gotta help me out here. What the hell?
Yeah, man.
Oh my word.
I don't want to interrupt you here, but yeah, there was some good racing at the back between JC, Flesh River, and JC, Crimsonium, and Third Threads. Yeah, it's good trade action at the moment.
We see her. I think that's our first time penalty I've seen pop up anyway, but Fusion's 3-second time penalty.
Yeah. As our gamer says, Flesh River definitely lost some confidence. Still early days, man. This win can go anyway within the top 8, probably top 10. It's so close to hold grid at the moment. It's I don't think it's a confirmed case for anyone at this moment. Anything can happen. One safety car can change the whole situation.
Oh, Crimsonium in the pits, so lap 11, kind of early pit stop. I mean, you can run pretty late on the soft here, but
remember, he's on keyboard.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that. Oh, and he's going to go on the hards. It looks like anyway. Is it Hards? Yeah, it is indeed. It's Hards for Krim.
Yeah, so he's playing it safe and going to the end. He knows his keyboard is giving him extra wear and tear on the tires. As I'm riding on board with Blender, catching up to Ward Up. He's not close enough to go for a move yet, but it's probably going to happen the next lap. Or maybe on the main straight. Do we have anybody else close to each other? Is Legion and Flaw still half a second away from each other? What else is for Chief? Any action?
Well, Crimsonium came out of the pits in P16, so everybody ahead of him still has to pit. But yeah, this traffic is gonna hurt him, I think, overall. We're currently behind Shaka, P15. Should make quick work of him, but he will get held up in the infield section here. We'll lose him time. Is he gonna think about putting a move on right now? It looks like he's thinking about going on the inside. Oh, he taps it back at Shaka. Oh, Crimsonium on Shaka there, but yeah, just a bit of a love tap there. Shaka able to hold it. We've got a few other guys in pits. So we've got Sunny, No Frets, and Flesher all in the pits right now. Oh, and Bowman as well. Sorry, Wimps, but Bowman had a moment and he span out and he is dropping down the order pretty quick. Don't think he's any damage.
And
he's in the pits.
He must have picked up some damage, surely.
I think his tires maybe are just off.
Probably. As we have Shaka and Sun. Is it Shaka and Crimsonium? Yeah, Crimsonium made a pass on Shaka. Now he's after No Threats. As Ferrari just comes out in front of him. Gonna be really close. As he makes the move towards the inside. Oh, there's contact!
Oh, there's contact!
Oh, yikes! He nearly loses it.
Krim just able to hold on to that, just barely there, but he wanted to get past No Threats quickly. He knows that he's going to get held up here again in the infield section. Yeah, that cost him time.
I can tell you one thing, it's not easy to save a contact or a car going that direction on the keyboard, so well done to you, sir. Nicely done.
Legion in the pits as well from P2, Neon Ray. So Legion and Neon Ray's going for a bit of an undercut here on Flaw.
Yeah, it's possible.
He's still enjoying these tires though. Yeah, looks okay for Flaw at the minute. No issues really with tire management. Fusion up to P2 for now.
Yes, Flesh River's making a move on Max. He goes around the outside down the main straight, going into turn 1. Will he make it stick? And he does. Makes it look easy into turn 1. As the two Red Bull drivers continue their way down the road to try and catch the rest of the field. As a Neon Race just comes out in front of Flesh River. Sorry, Chief.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. That worked out for Neon Race nicely, but Flesh River is right on his gearbox right now. Fan beats 3-second time penalty at the back.
Yeah, I'm looking to see when Flaw puts. It's going to be really interesting to see where he gets out. If he should.
Another thing as well, Wimps, is look at the tire choice of the guys who have pitted.
Yeah,
Legion,
complete
Hards. Yeah, Legion Hards, Neon Rays and Hards. I'm not too sure about that. I mean, soft to medium is definitely the optimum strategy. So yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's the game glitch again. Like you select soft medium in the start, but then Hards for some reason is selected on your MDF. As Flesh River looks to make a move around the outside of Neon Race down the main straight. He's going to make it stick. He surely has a lot more access speed. And it does, as Neon Race breaks completely late into turn 1. And Flesh River goes past easily.
Yeah, and I think the tire choice there had a lot to play in that move because Neon Race does not have grab.
Flaw did put and he came out about 1.7 seconds in front of Legion. If Flaw can keep this flawless for the rest of the race, he will run away with this race, man. He's on the right tire, in the right position, and he's got some serious pace. I don't know why Legion's on the hards, to be honest. It's a really, really surprising strategy.
Yeah, it's going to cost him, I think, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe he can do some magic with these hards, but I don't think it's a good strategy.
Yeah, I mean, what's really good and will help Flaw a lot now is the fact that Wardub, his teammate, is in P2 and will probably look at trying to keep Legion behind him, but Legion already looking to make a move. Oh, as he puts. Oh, that's why he went so close to the wall. So Wardub actually wanted to go in the pit where Legion was on the inside of him, looking to make a move. Unexpectedly, knowing or thinking that he would go to pit on that same lap. That could have been very, very nasty.
So everybody.
Oh,
but
we got contact
Shaq-
between Prozonium and Fusion. What happened there? I just caught the last bit.
Any damage?
Yeah,
Oh, we
Crimsonium's
do have
whole
weight
left
damage,
front
yeah.
wing is completely damaged. He's missing a front left in plate. Oh man, that is disastrous for the champion. What happened there? I just caught the last bit of it, couldn't see what happened. He knocked the wall and he made contact with Fusion as well, so...
Yeah, and Brazil's one of these tracks where you do not want, you specifically do not want front wing damage. There's so many twisty, tight sections, and it's going to cost you a lot of time overall. And you can see that JC's harassing him here in the infield section.
Yeah, but what Crimsonium now must do is try and get onto the fresh mediums and get to the end, man. And then hope for a safety car towards the end. This Bowman gets a 5-second speeding in the pit lane penalty.
Oh, and he's out. He's retired in the pits, so he's given up the ghost as JC gets past Crimsonium into P7 and Crim's back into the pits. See what tires he goes for this time.
As Fusion also pits in front of him. But look at the gap floor between Legion for P1. 3 seconds. Flaw is just driving a flawless race at the moment.
Yeah. And Fusion as well in the pits, so he got front wing damage, he got a front wing change happening.
Yeah,
and Crim as well.
Sorry, Chief, but Jake, you're making a move on Shaka down the second straight into the turn. I think it's turn 4. Help me if I'm correct. I'm wrong.
I think
Jake,
we'll just call it turn 4, yeah.
As
And,
Jake,
I was going to say about Crim. If I was him, I would have just put on soft. I mean, you can't make them run 18 laps. It is possible, and there'll be a fresh set. So, well, if he has a fresh set, but he's chosen to put on the mediums. He's gone for the safer option there, and he's currently P16. So we're no doubt going to see him slice his way through the field. His Flaw sets the fastest lap of the race, and he's commanding this one. This is a dominant performance from him.
Where is the space coming from? This man is just loving this track. Absolutely stunning drive from him so far. As we look at Plendor, it's pretty much the closest to anybody else on track. And Shaka.
Yeah, Shaq is the only guy on track at the minute to pit still. He's on those medium tires. I wonder when he's thinking of pitting. He'd probably be around about this lap or the next. And then to switch on to the soft tires, I reckon. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, but Blendor closing in fast on Wood-Up. I guess you would probably be right up to him with the next main straight to make a move on him. As some goes in front of Wood-Up as well. Shaka, Jake, you are. You might see a full
Wood-Up gets a
race shot.
Wood-Up just picked up a penalty there. 3-second penalty, so that will play a part in the final standings if they're running pretty tight there. He's currently P10, but could lose that due to that time penalty.
Yep. What surprises me is the fact that, like, with Blendo, I've seen now the second last corner that they take so much curb on the inside. It's a very, very dangerous curb. If you take too much, you can so easily spun it around. So yeah, they're really pushing hard. It just shows you. Trying to get every little bit of advantage they can get to get closer and closer.
Yeah, look at this. Flash River is chipping away at Legion on those hard. So Flash River on the mediums, he's got a bit more pace in the
sorry,
bank.
Chief, as Wood-Up's making a move on the inside of Shaka. Makes it stick, and away he goes. Van Beets gets a 3-second penalty. Sorry for the interruption, my apologies.
That's okay, yeah. I was just saying Flash River is closing up on the back of P2 here, so Legion's tire choice at the minute, I don't know if that's something to do with the game. We know that's a bit of an issue where they put on hards when you've asked for mediums. So if that's the case, that would be very disappointing for Legion, but Flash River just showing how much pace you can get on these mediums over the hards. 0.6 is a gap. He is using DRS right now, but you can see he's in 0 in his ERS, so he's saving up the ERS. He wants to put a move on, and I reckon that might be coming next lap if he can get close enough.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's you know what glitch I'm talking about, and I think everybody that's racing and chat knows that glitch. you select your strategy soft, medium, and then when you look in the MDF menu, it still shows the hard tire I selected. For some reason, that's why I've learned my lesson. That's something I always check when you remind me as well when we're racing. I always check before I go into the pits. Maybe they did check, maybe they were just very unlucky.
Yeah,
Glitch.
it's the worst feeling in the world when you go into and you think they're going to put on a nice set of shiny mediums and they put a hard set on. You're like, no, please no. Because you know the only way out of it is to pit again and you lose all that time, or stay out on hards and you're going to lose a lot of time each lap anyway.
Yep. Some tracks the hards are actually not too bad, but on some tracks they're really, really bad. So, and I think Brazil is one of those tracks that you just lose a lot of pace. I mean, look at the gap we're already pulled. It's almost 5.5 seconds in the front. So if there's no safety car coming soon, Law's gonna be way out in front and win this race easily.
Yeah, he's running away with this one. Just talking about pit stops and errors. I had a race recently where I pitted, I think 3 times within 3 laps, because the first time I pitted, I put on the wrong tire set, got a time penalty. Everything that could go wrong went wrong.
Yeah.
And I actually finished in the points that race somehow, some way. But Chaka is in the pits. He's finally coming off these mediums, so I reckon he's going to put on soft. So he could look pretty punchy for this last stint.
Yeah, for sure. As a Flesh River is really, really close to the back of Legion now, looking to stay as close as he can to the back of that Ferrari when he exits that last corner down that long straight to get the DRS. It will be a straightforward, easy pass on him if he gets it right. But let's see, this is the last corner. This is the very, very important part of the whole main straight. Doesn't look too bad though. He's definitely hanging to the back of Legion. He's fallen off slightly. Seems like he's just nursing. Is he saving or what is he doing?
He's just he's happy enough to stay behind Legion.
It seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, because Legion is pretty fast here. Maybe, I don't know. I think Flesh River should probably get past him as quickly as possible and try as hard as he can to chip away at that lead of P1. But I mean, 5-second gap is a bit of a big ask.
Yeah.
And Mossy Gaming got past Plender there, so Mossy's up to P10 currently. So he's not doing too bad.
The longer Flesh River gets held back behind Legion, a bit of a flaw, and I'm sure Flaw will enjoy this situation. At the moment, you will see on his onboard, what is it, the race menu that we look at as well, that Legion's on hards. So he would probably be thinking, what on earth? But yeah, and he will probably know as well that he's pulling away from him. So, yeah.
Yeah, and Flesh is as close as ever to the Legion here. So he's going to have DRS, he's going to have ERS. What has Legion got? Legion's got 34 ERS, 34% ERS down to 30. He's on overtake. I think Flesh is too far back for now.
Yeah. It seems like Flesh is running a lot more front wing here. It seems like he's struggling to get up to the top speed of the Ferrari.
He's going to have another chance here in the second straight, but Legion's just getting a really good exit. He's just doing just enough to stay ahead here.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe Flesh River is also running a lot more front wing than.
I think it is, because on the infield section he is closing up massively, but on those more open runs, Legion's running away with it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I think he's got more front wing, because he's stronger during the slower corners. But let's see. It just needs to be really, really close to the back of the Ferrari.
There's a big battle going on for P10 here. Mossy and Plender. Plender, they keep seeing the arrows, up and down, the position changes. So these guys are having the right ding dong at the back here.
Alright, we'll have a look at them just now. I just want to see if Flesh River can now catch up to Legion, but yet again he's trying really, really hard and struggling to keep up to the top speed of the Ferrari. So I reckon he's definitely running a lot more front wing than what Legion is running.
Sector 2 yellow flag, don't see the reason for that, but Plender gets a 3-second time penalty.
Alright, any other close battles on track?
Max is off. He was running about P14, P15, but now down to P17 after that off. Fortune Hunter up to P16, Shaq at P15 on the sauce. He's chasing down Crimsonium at the minute. But yeah, I think the closest battle on track is P2, P3, and also Plendor on Mossy Gaming.
Yeah. As we follow Mossy and Plendor on track for a bit. Yeah, not pretty much at the moment going on. Fusion's also closing up to the back of Philoctetus at the moment. Into, what is this, start of Sector 3, end of Sector 2-ish, somewhere there.
Yeah, Max, they're retired in the pit, so he's decided he doesn't want to continue right now. So he will drop down the order. Van Beets, I know Van Beets like he's P18 at the minute, he's last position, but I know he has got the new controller. He's on the wheel now, so it will take him a while to get up to speed. But yeah, he's struggling at the minute anyway.
Yeah, he'll get there. I know the feeling. As Fusion is all over the back of Philoctetus, gets a nice run from the last corner with DRS and some ERS helping him along. He's on the outside, but still Philoctetus fighting him off.
Oh! Almost hit the back of Philo there on the run out from turn 2, and I think he's going to get him here. He's got DRS for the second straight. Philo weaving a little bit there, but Fusion going down the ideal line, the inside line, and he should get this done. He even gets squeezed a little bit there, but yeah, it looks like Fusion's got this moved on. He's up to P12.
Nicely done. Who else can we follow? We still have Flesh Ribbon Legion about 6 tenths from each other. This is pretty much the closest battle on track.
Yeah, well, how many laps? We've got 9 laps left, so there's a few battles are brewing at the minute, but it's all settled down. Flash River's still unable to capitalise on this, on these mediums over the Legion's hard tower choice, so maybe Legion will be able to hold on here and get this P2. I'm going to check and see what kind of penalties the top guys have. We've got 2 warnings for Flaw, 3 warnings for Legion. So he's on the verge of a penalty, and Flesh River as well, so that's pretty much even Stevens here. So if Legion or Flesh River get a penalty here, that's really going to hurt their chances for a podium.
Yeah, beautiful shot as they go through the last sector of the track before they get to the final straight. Legion, Flesh River again, not close enough to that Ferrari.
Yeah, it's going to be frustrating for Flesh River. He knows he's got the pace, he knows he's very good in this track, but he's just not able to eke out enough of enough pace just to get the move done on Legion. Legion going a little bit wide there on the run out from turn 2, but still gets a good traction and keeps him ahead for now. So the gap maintained around 0.5.
Yeah, Lendor seems like catching up to Mossy Gaming now. Oh, is he getting a break? Got some DRS on Mossy, but no, not close enough yet. But he's definitely going to go for the move down the second back straight. She kind of got a bad exit there on the curb and got some wheel spin. As a Plendor comes closer and closer, he's going to go for the move down the inside. He does. He makes it stick. Oh, he goes wide.
It was too deep.
Mossy easily takes it back with the switchback, like they say. Oh.
Yeah, I always love it when someone passes you and then they go flying off afterwards, and you're like, easy, just do.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, I remember you. All you say is later.
Later. And we've got Krim as well. He's on the back of Philo here in the infield section, so probably not going to get this moved on until start finish straight. But he's looking pretty pacey on these mediums. Oh, and Sunny and Dragon, there's been an issue there. Sunny down to P8, so I think he's had an issue at the final corner there.
Oh.
Didn't catch on stream, but the 2 Mercs, yeah, they swapped position there. So Dragon up to P7.
Yeah, as Crimsonium's got some DRS on Philo. He's gonna go look to make a move. He's gonna go to the inside, the outside. What would it be? I think he's gonna go to the inside. What do you think? Oh, he does. He goes for the inside. He does it safely, he makes it stick, and brilliantly done, sir. And off he goes after his next rival P12, Mr. Fusion.
Yeah, Fusion has got some time penalties to his name, so Prim could get some points today. He's already got the title in the bag, so it's all just I imagine a bit of fun at this point.
Yeah, there's a switch between the two Mercs. I wonder if that some team orders there. Sonny just got past, what's his name, JQR. But it seemed like a really easy move though.
Oh, Flesher right on the back of Legion, so he has managed to close up here. As Van Beets picks up another time penalty, but Van Beets getting DRS. The gap is 0.3. Is he going to get enough overspeed here to send it down the inside? And he doesn't. Once again, he has to back out of that move, and I think he's just, at this point, all he can do is keep the pressure on Legion. Hopefully Legion makes a mistake and he can get this position from him.
Yeah, I think the key for him is just to hang onto the back of that Ferrari for as long as he can till those hard starts worrying a bit and then gets even slower. But by that time his mediums will also be on a lot, especially when he's stuck
Plender
behind.
bumper move for Mossy. Plender down the inside once again, and he goes out wide. Is Mossy going to get him on the run down to this double right-hander? I don't think so. So Plender, he did go deep again there, but this time he didn't go wide, and he was able to hold on to that position. So good move from him. P10.
Good stuff. I wonder if Mosey is going to try and come back at him down the straight. Let's wait and see. As JC is also really close to no threats on the straight, looking to make a move. Going to go around the outside of the Ferrari, and he has passed him. Nicely done, sir. Nice and clean. Let's see what Sunny and is it Sunny? Here we go. Mozzie and Plain. There's so much action going on all of a sudden again. He's a little bit too far off, I guess. He might catch him just before turn one. We'll see. As he's reeling him in.
Go for it. Yeah, he's going to go down the inside, and Plender braking very, very late there and able to get the line for the corner, and nicely done from Plender. He's the last of the late breakers, and yeah, holds on the P10 for now. Mossy will have DRS again, but I think he might be too far back. Is Mossy going to send it? I don't think so. I wouldn't advise it. That's for sure.
Yeah, rather safe than sorry, man. Who else can we follow? It's JQR.
Well, there is a battle at the very back of the grid. We've got Fortune Hunter on these 28 lap old hards, and he's giving Shaka a hard time because Shaka's on these 9 lap old softs, so they will still be they'll start to be falling off the cliff. But I imagine that these hards can last forever, pretty much.
Yeah. Geez, 28 laps on horse, that's a long way. I remember he was on an incident in the beginning with his teammate, and that's what caused him to go into hard so early in the race, hoping for that safety car, which unfortunately never came. So we might still have a late safety car. I mean,
Mossy picked up a time penalty, but he gets past Plendor on the start-finish straight. That's at the end of it there. But I saw Flash River as well. He was closing in rapidly on Legion in the infield section once again. But as you know, it's so tricky to pass there.
Yeah, as Plendor makes a move on Mossy again. And again he goes he keeps the position. So yeah, these two are switching back and forth all the time. Some good racing.
Yeah, Plendor P10 for now. I'll have a look at penalties to see, because like P10
oh, as Fortunate nearly wins into the back of Shaka. I think he slightly missed his braking point.
Yeah, just check the penalties. Mossy has 6 seconds, whereas Plender has 3, so Plender has the upper hand for now. And it's all settling down again, but I think there's going to be we're heading into the last three laps of the race, and I think there is going to be a few ding-dongs yet. This race isn't over with, unless Flaw makes a mistake though. He will win this race. It looks like 7-second gap up front.
Yeah, Chief, as we have 3 guys closing up to each other for P10, 11 and 12. It's a Plendor, Mozzie and Fusion. So Plendo's going to be under fire from two guys very, very soon. Not just Mozzie, but also Fusion joining the party now. Yeah. See what happens. So, Crimsonium, Mozzie Gaming is really close to the back of Splendor again. Ooh.
Yeah, I think all this battling has allowed Fusion to join in here, and I wonder if someone's going to get, someone's going to suffer from this, because these guys are fighting hard, and adding another car into this battle, I don't know about this. I mean, the P10, this is what they're fighting over. But P10, I mean, it's a last point paying position, but...
Hey, come on, that's the most important position for Mr. Ocean Chief. If it's not
Exactly,
P10, it ain't the position, man. Come on.
Yeah, move over P1, P10's the way to go.
Oh, these guys are coming really, really close. Are we going to see a 3 wide down the back straight? I hope so. As Mozzie Gaming gets a 3-second penalty, he runs slightly wide on that curve in turn 2. That's a very, very...
Fusion is going to go for a move though on its 2 wide into turn 4, and Fusion gets past there, but gets a... Oh,
wow.
Fusion got a bad run out there, but Mozzie had to come off the throttle there just momentarily to save himself from disaster.
Yeah, that's nicely done there by Mozzie, because it could have been really, really bad for the two of them, but did the right
and
thing.
Look behind these guys as well. You got
oh, the other Alpha's coming
as well.
Oh, here we go, here we go. It's going to turn out to be a crack over last lap by the looks of it. Or the second last lap.
Indeed, yeah.
Floor is now 7.1 seconds in the lead.
4 guys fighting over 1 point. This will go down the history books, this one, I think.
Yeah.
Fusion thinking about a move down the inside of Splendor. Splendor again guarding that inside line, gets a nice run out. Splendor running pretty wide there, might have picked up a warning, no penalty.
Oh, he's just going for the move towards the inside, and he goes past already. Before he even opens the DRS, he's already alongside him, so it's an easy pass for a Fusion. As the 2 Alpha boys are now also closing in.
Yeah, I wonder if Mozzie's going to let Krim pass here. They are teammates. Krim is, you would think, the faster of the two, being the driver championship for this season. So let's see what happens here. But Mozzie hanging on nicely to the back of Splendor. Mozzie does have those 6 seconds of penalties though, so that's not great for him.
Yeah, one thing that's impressive is Mozzie that's on hard tyres and actually keeping up with these medium runners right here, so it shows he's got some pace, man. As we come down the main straight with the 4 of them, are we going to see another 3 wide into turn 1? As Crimsonium's looking to make a move around the outside of his teammate, it should be straightforward. Does he make it stick? Yes, he's already passed. As Splendor is now all over the back of Fusion. It's his last lap.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on the front runners here, but this is a battle of the ages back here for P10.
Yeah.
Who's going to get this final point? And I think Krim, he's approaching this infield section, as we know, notoriously difficult to pass, but this is the final lap.
Sorry man, as Floor crosses the line with a brilliantly driven race, an absolute flawless, stunning drive. I think that's a straightforward drive of the day performance, man. There's no doubt about that. What do you guys think in chat?
P2 goes to the Legion. Good performance from him on the hards. Had to hold off Fletcher for most of the second stint, and Fletcher P3 on the podium. Not bad showing from him. But Neon Rays P4, JC P5, No Frets P6. Sonny picks up P7. Dragon is teammate in P8, and I think Ward Up is going to cross the line in P9. But look, this battle here for P10, I wonder how it's going to go down with time penalties in the mix. Splendor, yeah, Fusion gets it. Fusion gets it. He's got P10 in the bag, so Splendor P11, P12 Krim, Mozzie P13, and running out the field is Philo P14. Fortune Hunter had a bit of a miserable race there. He was playing catch up all race. Comes across the line. Looks like he did finally get past Shaka, but picks up P15 for his efforts. P16 of... Oh, and actually Shaka gets fortune on time penalties there, so...
Yeah.
Shaka P15, so nicely done there from Shaq.
So that is your Brazilian Grand Prix for Tier 3 Season 4. What a stunning draft by Flo, man. I've got absolutely great draft by him. He's qualified P3. He's came from P3, he's passed P2, and he's passed P for P1, and just driven off into the distance, man. What a dominant performance. Last week it was JC, this week it's Flo. I'm telling you again, man, Tier 3 is blooming with talent. These guys have got a great future with SLR, that's for sure. Let us know in chat who do you think is our driver of the day. It's straightforward, to be honest, but anyway, let us know.
Yeah, flawless performance. I have to reuse that pun, and I think we'll reuse it a number of times before the stream is done. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't come much more dominant than that. He just took the lead early on and then just ran away with it. Flesh River was looking pretty pacey out there, but I don't know what happened. Just the second part of the race, and he just fell off the pace. Legion got past him and gets that P2. So, I mean, I would say, you know, Legion gets an honorable mention for driver of the day. He was holding off a very fast Flesh River on those mediums, and Legion was on hards for that second stint, so pretty well done for him.
Yeah, also Flesh River, another driver that's definitely in contention for driver of the day, but to be honest, my vote will go straight to Flo.
Oh, and Nicolaitis is actually saying, yes, bro, first Greek winner in Tier 3. I didn't even realize Flo was Greek, but there you go, first Greek winner.
Yeah, well done, man. You deserve that one. Alright, so it's time for interviews.
So, who have we got? Obviously, we want to speak to Flaw, and we want to speak to Flesh River, and I wouldn't mind speaking to Legion as well. Our podium finishers, but we've got a bunch of guys in chat. Oh, we've got Flaw in chat here, so I'll bring him in, and we can speak to the man of the moment. Let's see. There we go. So, Flaw,
Hello,
you're
guys.
joining us on the stream. Congratulations, my man. P1.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
What a dominant victory. I mean, obviously, you like this track, or if you didn't, you do now, at least.
Like, I've been practicing a lot this track since like a week ago. I raced in another league, so I knew the track. I did a lot of practice, and I wasn't really confident in my quality time, but I knew that I had a strong pace. Like, I know I don't have fast laps, but I have consistent laps, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
Excellent. And I mean, were you worried at any point? I mean, you pretty much, once you get that move done for the lead, you kind of ran away from it from our point of view. But was there any issues that you had to manage or work through to seal that win?
I wanted to create a gap between me and Legion when I passed him. So I was minus 0.50 on fuel. So then I just had to like save a lot of fuel and just manage it. That was like my biggest issue. I was a bit afraid, but everything worked fine. And yeah, it's P1, baby.
Hey. So first Greek winner in Tier 3 SLR. So there's another one for you. That'll get on the history books, that one. Whenever you're in the race and you know the pit stops got out of the way, you saw Legion then, you would have saw him behind you, but he had hards on. Did you wonder?
Yeah, I saw that. Actually, I saw Legion going into the pits before me. I think he went one lap earlier than me. So I knew that I had to make that lap count. So when Legion pitted, I made like the best lap I've ever made in Brazil, and because I knew he was gonna undercut me a lot. But then I saw him on hards, and I was like, what's going on here? So I think he just suicided on that strategy.
Yeah, we're gonna have a wee chat with Flesh River, because you know, we're thinking, was that one of those glitches, you know, where you have medium selected and they just give you hards?
I know that the game gives you hard on the strategy when
on the MDF,
yeah. So I knew that, and at the formation lap, I just picked the mediums. So I guess Legion maybe didn't know that. I don't know what happened.
Oh, But yeah, very well done, man. It was a stunning drive.
Yeah.
And Chief, this is our drive of the day, correct?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Congratulations, my man.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations. So the final race next week, Abu Dhabi, or is that another strong track for you, or what do you reckon?
I can't say that it's a strong track, but I have practiced it and I have raced it in previous week. I know the track, but I'm not feeling confident, so I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Well, let's hope you keep up this form and carry it through to the last race of the season and end of your 2019 F1 2019 season in style. But once again, big congrats, man.
Yeah.
One's for you.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
Okay, so we will bring in P2.
Ooh,
It'll
we
be
got a long agenda tonight.
yeah, see them all waiting there. So we'll bring in Legion. Legion finished P2. Strong performance from you, my man. We were questioning why you went on hard, so you want to explain that one to us?
Oh, sorry, sorry,
Chief.
Gus. Can I just get in flash of us while he was running close to Legion the whole time?
Yeah, sure.
I totally forgot, Chief. So I forgot to change it.
Oh god, yeah, we were wondering, you know, if it was a bit of a mistake or if it was like a glitch in game, you know, where they
Nah,
just
it
give
was
you
on
hards
me.
anyway.
That was on me.
So whenever you saw the, you know, when they put on hards, did your heart sink? Did you think this is over? My podium's out of the grasp now, or
I did, because Flesh River was he had pace, and so did it was Flaw, wasn't it?
yeah, Flaw P1, yeah.
Mate, they had the pace, so I thought I was stuck. But then, Flesh River was up my hole, up my gearbox in the twisties. But I noticed on the straights he couldn't catch me. He couldn't overtake me even with DRS. So I could kind of relax a wee bit as long as I used my ERS and my fuel wisely, like.
I can't believe you just said up my hole. He was up my hole.
It was on my gearbox.
That's a local phrase, you know. We'll not go into that any further. But yeah, I mean, once I saw you in the hards, I thought, yeah, that podium's going to be a hard one to, you know, even P3. I was thinking it's probably not going to be. It's not going to be easy for you. But somehow, some way, you held off Flesh River. So. I mean, we have Flesh over here. Flesh, you saw the Legion put on the hards. Were you thinking, okay, game on, P2's mine now? Or was it a case of, you know, this guy's still fast, I'm still going to struggle to pass him here, you know?
I already knew I wasn't going to pass him. I realized in the first stint my setup was messed up, so I had way too much downforce. So even though I went straight up his gearbox in the corners, I had no chance on the straights.
If I
was in rich mode, overtake and DRS, and I right behind him, and he was still going faster. So there's not much I can do.
If I may ask, what was your downforce on the front wing?
Front and back wing both on 6.
Oh, okay, that sounds pretty much standard. That explains why you couldn't get so much closer to Legion. We were talking about it on stream as well, as you were trying so hard to get closer and closer, and I could pick it up that for some reason you are running a lot more front wing than here, because during the slower corners and the middle sectors you were catching up to him, but only on the straight you struggled to stay up with him. So yeah, that's unfortunate, man. So it sounds like you pretty much ran standard setup then.
Pretty much. I had a few other things tweaked. My plan was to run way lower front wing, but I messed it up before the race started. So I started 6.6, and then in the pits I got my front wing down by 1, so it was 5.6 in the end.
Okay, I see, but yeah, still a good drive from you, man. Like I told Chief earlier when we decided on drive of the day, you were one of the guys in contention for it. But yeah, Flo did just a flawless drive today, man. That he had some incredible pace, and the passing that he's done was just extraordinary. So yeah, but also a good job from you guys as well, both of you.
Thank you very much.
Yes, guys. Right. And yeah, Abu Dhabi next week. I just want to get your thoughts on that. A strong track for you, or how do you feel?
Again, I've only done 5 lappers on it, Chief, and I've not drove it for ages. So I'll need to get a wee bit of time trial and then some practice on.
What about you, Flash?
Yeah, it's a terrible track for me. Probably my worst one on the calendar.
Oh dear.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's music to your ears, Legion. Yeah.
Sure is.
Okay, well, I'll put you guys back in the general chat, and you can get the grind in Abu Dhabi because we want to see a grand finale for Tier 3 for sure next week. But let's see who else
Alpha
you want to bring
Boys.
in. for
Let's get
chat?
the Alpha Boys in.
Let's go. So grab a Mossy here.
Bowman torpedoed me. Oh, hi.
Good evening, gentlemen. You are live on EGL interview chat.
My dream come true.
Yeah.
You were saying
Hello,
something
Mom.
about Bowman?
I like him. And nah, I think he just misjudged the breaking point because Sunny was right at my back, and I think he didn't saw it, or yeah, and yeah.
It was a fun battle between the two. We kept going back. It was the battle for P10, but also you picked up a few time penalties as well. So that
Yeah, at the last 6 laps or so. I tried to push as hard because Fusion carried on from behind, and I tried to get this 1 point, but Blender was pretty fast. Yeah.
And most importantly, you kept it clean, Mossy. And I was chatting to you before the race. I was like, please keep it clean for this one. And you did just that, man. I gotta say, commendable race from you. Very, very impressed with what I saw on track. But Krim, not your race today, unfortunately.
We changed roads today.
If you want to hear. Yes, sure.
Sorry, Krim. I was just going to say that you pitted, you went on the hards, and then you were at the very back of the field. And I called it, as soon as you came out, I was like, you're going to have to make your way through a lot of people to get yourself back into contention again. And you picked up that from wing damage as you were trying to get past someone, and you had to pit again. So, just tell us about your race then, going into this one as the driver championship all sealed up. Was this just were you practicing much for this one, or were you thinking you might win this one, or was it just a bit of fun?
Well, we have something to win. We have to win the constructors championship, and we would be able to win it today, but it doesn't work.
Yeah, Brazil had other ideas, didn't it?
I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I've streamed it, Ocean, you know that I'm streaming all the races. If you want to hear German boys raging, then...
Alright, listen, Krim, I'm going to put you kind of on the spot here at the moment. It seems like JC was a bit unhappy with your driving around him.
Yes,
he did some dodgy moves. Can you tell us some more about it?
Yes, if JC, if you're watching, then I'm really sorry. I have recorded it online and that I have apologized. We were so fast, it was a battle on such a high niveau? Yes? I don't know. On such a high level. I'm sorry, I just screw him a little bit off the track, and I really apologize that was not my intention to do that, but something else, before on the start finish line, he got slipstream and just drove into the back of my car. So I think he didn't got out of the way. I was covering the inside and he just shunted into it. Or don't know what to say to that.
All right.
Well,
such a game.
Just want to apologize. Just want to apologize, for JC.
Like Kitchen always says, what a gamer. All right, that's pretty much from my side, Chief. Are you guys looking forward to Abu Dhabi next week?
I don't know. I don't like Abu Dhabi.
Who likes Abu Dhabi?
No.
Malty?
So,
it's not my favorite, but
as long as we score more
a
points,
little bit better than the other Asian tracks.
As long as we score more points than Ferrari, we're fine.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Nothing else matters.
we got still a couple of guys to be interviewed. But thank you for joining us once again, guys, and yeah, another good race. We'll see you in Abu Dhabi then.
Yeah.
Yes.
See ya.
See you in
Thanks,
Abu
guys.
Dhabi.
Cheers, man.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.
All right, we still got.
Oh, where are you?
Oh.
Oh, I see what happened here, but anyway, we'll get to that later on. who, who else can we interview? We have Fusion, we have Neon Rays, No Thread, and Sunny.
Neon Rays, I think he came P4, so we're gonna reach out with him and to see how his race went.
Let's get all of them in here. Yeah, let's get all of them in here.
Okay, I'll bring Neon Rays in.
Oh, hello.
Oh.
Well, we're getting everyone in here? No, wait, what? Oh, I see.
I think. Sorry about that, guys.
You're good. All right.
Everybody's in here, yeah, and I brought my dogs in here as well. They're just screaming in the background.
Well, in chat we have Sunny, we have Neon Rays, we have No Thread, and Fusions. Good evening, guys.
Hello.
Howdy.
Who do you want to start with, Chief? Mr. Chief? Oh, and Chief, I
Doghouse.
think you say Doghouse, yeah. Alright, so it seems like it's got some issues.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, I've
Go
got a dog attack going on in the background here. Trying to,
It's
trying
just
to
the
deal with
crowd.
that.
Just the crowd that
I'll let
goes
you
wild.
handle this.
Say hi to Momin.
Alright, who can we start with? Chief?
Oh, he said to.
And again, he goes quiet on me. Oh, alright, Sunny, let's start with you, man. You had quite a good race, some great passing and stuff, and I believe you were involved in an incident as well?
Like a minor one.
Yeah, there was someone who was involved in quite a massive incident. I don't remember what it was, but we'll get to that just now.
Okay, so yeah, I had a lot of issues on lap 1. Maybe I lost like 4 or 5 positions at the start. I had really bad start, lost 2 positions into turn 1, and then I had to slow down a bit because of the slow crash on the inside, and then got overtaken on the outside. So it was pretty rusty, but I managed to pick up the pace, get back into the points pretty quickly in just a few laps. And then I think the only incident I was involved, but I didn't get any damage, was Bobon taking out Mossy. So that was 2 positions taken.
Yeah.
And till then it was just clean air. I also used the wrong tires, that didn't help, but yeah, it was giving DRS to my teammate so he doesn't lose positions due to penalties. And yeah,
What place did you finish?
P7.
Alright.
Alright, and then there was someone that went into the back of a Renault and hit the wall and lost the front wing as well. I'm not
That
sure.
would be Crimsonium on me.
Okay, that's the one I was looking for. Yeah,
Yeah.
so he hit you in the back. Tell us more what happened there. We couldn't quite catch it on stream.
Going into turn 1, he tries dive bombing and he taps my back wheel. And so I get that under control. And then going on to the S's, he had a better exit.
Okay.
And so I'm just trying to take my normal line down the inside.
Yeah. And that is such a tricky
he tries going even more on the inside and just taps my back wheel again, and both of us go in the wall.
Right. Okay. As I remember, as I switched to you guys, I saw on the telemetry that you guys were really close to each other. And as I switched, I saw the incident happening. He hit you in the back and hit the wall. He lost his front wing. So yeah, that's why I was just curious of what happened there. All right. And then Neon Race.
Hello.
How are you, man? Also not your best result today, but you came down the line strongly.
Yeah. What's it called? Like a few people, the game sort of messed me up strategy-wise. What's it called? I mean, it was my mistake for trusting the game, saying that softs and hards would be the best choice, especially since when I tried to switch it to softs and mediums, it wouldn't let me take out an extra stint that it adds on when I switch to the mediums. So I thought the game's really pushing these hards. So I think that's got to be the faster one. Don't know. But then obviously, Flesh River just leaves me in the dust, and JC starts barreling towards me as well. I was gonna be a close match. If it was one more lap, then it was gonna be really close.
Yeah, I believe.
I was scared for that.
Yeah, JC was running with some wing damage in the first stint. That's why he struggled to get up to pace, and towards the end he actually picked it up. But I did say it wasn't the best result for you in the beginning of the interview, but I know you still got P4, which is still a good result. So yeah, still well done, man. I mean, Race River, Flo, and Legion were. I'm just thinking if Legion have not put some hard tires on with a pit stop, it might have been a slightly different race. Not necessarily different result, but maybe some closer racing in the front. But yeah, I mean, Flesh River also he drove a great race, and he had some good pace. I could see you were kind of struggling to keep up with him, you know. But yeah, at the end, like you say, if I think there was one more lap chase, he would have most likely got you. But yeah, I mean, P4 is still a damn good position, man. It's a position that I get every day. So, but yeah, very well done there, though.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So for a nicer race for next week, though.
Yeah. So if you guys go and watch the stream back later, you'll notice some interesting boards around the track you guys did not see today. So on board, but go and watch the stream. You guys will be surprised with what the track looked like while you were driving around.
Definitely will be.
All right.
All right.
Awesome.
Anything else from anybody that you would like to say from your side?
Brazil really messes up your tires.
Yeah, and what are you guys looking forward to, Abu Dhabi?
No.
I am.
So many
Can't
people.
say it's the best track.
Yeah, I also like that track, man. I don't know. It's like I like to be close to walls, you know. It just gives me that adrenaline pump. I just
but it'll be fun. But the chicanes are going to be absolutely awful for. Like those are the places for overtakes, but I've got a feeling some people are gonna completely barge others out the way throughout those chicanes.
For sure, definitely.
Oh, all the safety cars that were supposed to happen today are going to happen next week.
Yep.
There's that.
Yeah, surprisingly, we didn't even have a virtual safety car today. But
I
anyway,
was really hoping for that.
yeah. Anyway, guys, that is all from my side. Well done on all of you guys today with a great and clean race. There were some minor incidents here and there. I think one big incident. But other than that, it was a pretty good race and solid drive from all of you. So on that note, we would like to end the stream off. We'll see you guys tomorrow night live on EGL again with Tier 2 with myself and the rest of the Tier 2 grid. On Friday, it will be Tier 4. Saturday, the normal schedule, SLR Tier 1. And then on Sunday, 2 SRL Tier 2 and 1. So up until then, we'll see you tomorrow night live on track again for Tier 2 SLR. See you again. Bye-bye.